Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with chapter 3 Government. And when I am doing this video, I want you all to pay attention to all the details of the video. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to ask you to do some activity which I want you to send to me on the Prisms app. Alright? So let's start with chapter 3 Government. Now, what is government? That is what we're going to study about today in this video. And why do we need this government, and what are the different types of government? So what all are we going to study today? We're going to study what is the government and why do we need it for, to learn about different types of government. All right, that is all we're going to study today. You all need to make a concept map towards the end about what are the different types of government that I'm going to tell you about today. So listen to the video carefully, pay attention. All right, now imagine that the country is like a big house or a big class. All right, and we all, even at home, we usually end up fighting with our brothers or sisters, our siblings at home. When we are in class, we fight with our classmates, correct? So it is the same thing happens in the society also, with the people around us. The people around us also sometimes end up having conflicts, having a disagreement with other people. So when such a confrontation happens, okay, then who is going to take care of these confrontations? All right, when there is this argument, when there is an opposing view, all right, so who's going to take care of all this? All right, so that is where the government comes into play. All right, that is where the government has a important role to play. Now, government is a group of people that come together to handle the daily affairs of the country. All right, and they come together to form the rules and regulations and policies that will make the country better, that will make the life of the people better of a country. It is for the welfare of the people. So why do we need the government? We need the government to resolve all these confrontations that can happen in a society. All right, and for that we need the government to resolve the disputes. Disputes mean any fight or an argument that happens between people. That is a dispute. Okay, so in case of such an argument or a dispute, or in case of any other major disagreements, then that is when the government comes into the picture and it has a major role to play. All right, now in India, we know that we have our government that works through the parliament to work for the betterment of our society. All right, now what are the different types of government? That's what we're going to look at. What are we going to look at? Types of government. Now what does this picture show? It shows that there's a queen and she's in her palace and the soldiers around her. So what does that represent? It represents a monarchy. What does it represent? Monarchy. MONARCHY. That is a spelling, so please pay attention. So what is a monarchy? Monarchy is the oldest form of government that was there in the beginning. Okay, and most countries in the ancient times had a monarchy, and in that monarchy was the ruler of a country. The monarch was the ruler of a country. Now who is this monarch? The monarch is the king or the queen that used to rule a country, and they used to have a few advisors whom they used to handpick from the society, and they used to make the rules and regulations for the people of that monarch, of that kingdom. All right, now once these rules and regulations were made, the people had no choice to say no. They could not say no. They had to follow the rules that were made by the monarch. Who is the monarch? The king or the queen of a particular kingdom. And once those rules were made, people were not even asked whether the rules were for their betterment or not. Their opinion, people's opinion, did not matter. Only the advisors and the monarch used to decide the rules and regulations. All right, so that is monarchy. Monarchy is where there is a ruler who has handpicked members of the society, and with those advisors they make the decisions for the country. All right, and the people of the kingdom have to follow. Now there are two types of monarchy. Okay, now one type of monarchy is the constitutional monarchy. What is it? Constitutional monarchy. Now what does constitutional monarchy mean? It means a king or a queen that is they are they are advised by the government instead of having advisors that they pick up. Now who is advising the monarch? It is the government of that particular country that is advising the king or the queen. All right, and the power of the monarchs is not absolute. The king and the queen no longer have complete power over the people or the kingdom. So who has the power now? The constitution of that country, the parliament, or they have the power of making rules and regulations. So now the monarchy no longer has that much power, and that is why it is called a constitutional monarchy. What is it called? Constitutional monarchy, where the king and the queen are now dependent on the parliament's approval to run the country. All right, so that is constitutional monarchy. Now you all can see the picture of this king and queen. All right, so what does that show? The Queen of England. Okay, that is a picture that shows, and so that itself tells you that United Kingdom is an example of constitutional monarchy. Which is the example of the constitutional monarchy? United Kingdom. Okay, UK. All right, so that is about constitutional monarchy. So that is one type of government, one type of monarchy. All right, the next monarchy is absolute monarchy. What is it? Absolute monarchy. Now here also it is here also the king or the queen is the head of that country. So what is the difference between this monarchy, the constitutional monarchy, and absolute monarchy? Absolute monarchy is where the decisions are completely taken by one family for generations. All right, in this monarchy the decisions are taken, the monarchy is obviously with one family only, and they have been the king and the queen for generations, since generations. All right, and the power has always been with their family. In absolute monarchy, only that particular king is able to make the rules and regulations or all the decisions for the country. Nobody else has a say in the rules and regulations or the policies of the country. Nobody else can give their opinion. All right, so who can make the decisions in an absolute monarchy? The king of that particular kingdom. Now this picture is of the Saudi Arabia. All right, so the Saudi Arabia is an absolute monarchy. I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia is an absolute monarchy, and the ultimate authority, complete authority of that kingdom lies with the monarch of that country. So Saudi Arabia is one example of absolute monarchy in the world, where only the king has the complete control over all the decisions that are taken in that particular kingdom. All right, whereas constitutional monarchy is where the king and the queen have to have the approval of the parliament, and that is where their monarchy has basically very little power, and it is they are completely bound by they are completely dependent by the constitution of the country. So United Kingdom is an example of constitutional monarchy. So that comes, so one type of government is the monarchy, where you have two types under monarchy, that is constitutional monarchy and absolute monarchy. Now what is the second type of government that we have? That is democracy. Today we are going to look at the other type of government, that is democracy. Now what is democracy mean? It means that it is where the people of the country have the power to decide the kind of government they want in their country, and this democracy is the most popular form of government in the world. Now what happens in a democracy? In a democracy, people can vote and elect for their representatives. Okay, and these representatives then form the government, and these representatives are supposed to work for the benefit and betterment and welfare of the people of the country, and the government is responsible and answerable to the people of the country. The people of the country have the right to question the government. All right, so that is the power of democracy, where the power of the country is ultimately with the people, matlab the choice. The people have the choice to see what their government is providing, and if it is not, if they're not happy with the results, then they can change the government whenever there are elections. All right, so that is democracy. All right, and you all know that India is the largest democracy in the world, and very successful democracy. All right, so that is democracy. So what was the first type of government that we saw? It was monarchy. What are the other two types of monarchy? What are the types of monarchy? Monarchy is further divided into constitutional monarchy and absolute monarchy. Then the other form of democracy, other form of government that we are looking at is democracy. So the democracy is the second type of government, where the people have the right to elect their representatives by voting for the people, by voting for the leaders of the country. Sorry. Now, the last type of government that we are going to look at today is the dictatorship. Now, what is dictatorship? Can we see that hand on top? Yeah. So what is that hand representing? It represents the dictator. Now, what is a dictator? Dictator is where only a single person or a very small group of people rule the country, and they are very ruthless usually. The dictators are not elected by the people, and they usually forcefully seize power over the country, and they usually just work for their own self-interest and do not care for the welfare of the people. That is called as dictatorship. What is dictatorship? These people do not have any kingdom or anything of that sort. They come, they seize, they control, they take control of the government from the existing government without election. So it is forcefully taken away from the country, and they start ruling the country by themselves, and they will usually take care of their own self-interest. They are going to only look after themselves and their convenience and their welfare, but not, they will be least bothered about the welfare of the people. So what is the example? Adolf Hitler was the dictator of Germany during 1934 and 1945, and he led the world war, and he was all over the world. He had tried capturing, and he was a very strong and ruthless dictator. He was very cruel. All right, so usually dictatorship is where a single person or a very small group of people rule the country, and they are not elected by the people, and they usually seize the power, and they keep the power to themselves, and they work only for their own self-interest. So before winding up the video, I just want you to pay attention once more. The topic that you want to pay attention to is the types of government. I want you to start writing it down on a piece of paper, and then send it to me on Prisms. All right. So what are the types of government? There are three basic types. What are the three types? Monarchy, democracy, and dictatorship. We have seen three types today: monarchy, democracy, and dictatorship. Monarchy is further divided into constitutional monarchy and absolute monarchy. All right, and this is where we are just going to stop. Please go through the video again. Do this activity which I have told you. Please do that activity on a paper. All right, take a photo and send it to me on Prisms. All right, I'm going to stop here. Go through the video again, and please remember the types of government that we have studied today. All right. Take care, stay safe, and be careful of your interaction with other people. Thank you.